Good day, my friend. A question for you that I always hear regarding a subject I always hear about. Oh, I hear about this subject all the time. I hear about this subject all the time from people, and they mean well. They mean well. And it goes something like this. They will say something to the effect of, we need truth. Truth somewhere in this world, we need truth, and we must proceed with the truth. That's all we want. That's all we want is the truth. We love the truth. And we want freedom of speech. We want the ability to speak freely, to speak unfettered, to enjoy. When in the hell have we ever had the chance to speak freely? What are you talking about? It doesn't exist. There cannot be freedom of speech. And the question I also have, speaking of which, by the way, I don't know if you knew this, but Mrs. L and I were planning last night, or planning tomorrow night, to attend an event with Bobby Kennedy Jr. and Rabbi Shmuley Boteach at the Ethical Culture Center where Robert Oppenheimer, interestingly enough, went. And we find out it was canceled. It was canceled. Lo and behold, it was canceled. And this, I don't understand this. This kills me. It says right now in a tweet, the New York Society for Ethical Culture just canceled my event with Rabbi Shmuley, scheduled for tomorrow night. They're evidently under tremendous pressure since they violated a binding contract and canceled without explanation. This follows the DNC's fierce determination and awesome power to censor criticism of an embattled president. We are looking for another venue tomorrow in Manhattan. Stay tuned. Let Ethical NYC know if you oppose this form of political censorship. Help us provide free speech. This is Ethical New York. And ask them why. Why? Why can they not speak? Why? So my question to you is there free speech in this country? No. There's never been free speech. Stop it. I did a little video today on Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan said, I don't want to discuss, I don't want to debate or have Donald Trump on my show. I don't want to help him. Why wouldn't you, Joe Rogan, want to have the most popular, the most charismatic, the most monumentally important figure in real time? Why, Joe? And by the way, I like Joe a lot. But why? Because Joe realizes I'm not going to give up everything. They gave me a warning one time. Remember when Joe was apologizing for daring to speak out against the script regarding his beliefs, as crazy as this was, regarding vaccines? He apparently said something that didn't get the okay from his handlers, and he had to beg for, oh, I'm so sorry, because Neil Young, Neil Young came out of nowhere and said, I'm gonna pull my catalog from Spotify. Oh, shut up. Nils Lofgren, oh no, the day the music died. There's no such thing as free speech. Stop it. Stop this nonsense. It doesn't exist. This is crazy talk. No. They don't want to hear anything. There are people who will shut you down. And it's not the government, but they don't have to have the government to shut you down. Nobody wants to hear this. That's why I've got a separate channel. Do you know how many times I have given little kind of informal sort of lectures. And I say lectures, not even a lecture. But do you know how many times I've talked about, of all things like, for example, 9/11. 9/11 is one of the most fascinating subjects there is. It's a subject which is so interesting. I was here. Wouldn't you like to talk about it? Don't talk about it unless you merely just talk about general things. How brave people were, which they were. The incredible movements and activities of the first responders, which they were. That's about it. Point out any anomalies, and that's another story altogether. That's why I've got to do it on my private channel. And I've never said, and the thing about it is, I've always told you, I have no idea about what's going on. But I was here that day. Nobody wants to talk about it. Okay. Geoengineering, don't want to talk about it. Don't want to hear about it. You should hear the real, I mean, if you knew, and we can't do this, but the gossip, and by the way, the celebrity gossip, which tends to be true, would blow your mind. Blow your mind. You have no idea. But here's my question today, and I think it's the most important question, and I did this a little bit today. If 9/11 happened today, same thing, 9/11 happened, versus 22 years ago, soon to be 22 years ago, would you have the same response today? Would people run to join the military? Would you have another Pat Tillman and these people, these stories of people enlisting to get the people who did that? Do you think that? You think that would happen? Do you think that would happen? Do you? Do you think you would hear something along those lines? Do you? I don't. Because I don't think people love this country anymore. I think patriotism is dead. I don't think anybody cares about this country. I don't think anybody even... This country is not the same. This country is spoiled. It's a bunch of degenerates. This country has changed in ways I never thought even remotely possible. Patriotism? What are you talking about? What? No. No. If there was military talk, they would be talking about whether it was gender friendly enough, whether it was more commensurate with, transgendered, whatever the word of this is. That's precisely what it would be. But if you think somehow that people would run to the various recruiting stations to join never. People hate this country. There's no feeling of anything in this country. Nothing. And by the way, during 9/11, or during that, I would have told you, what are you joining the military for? I mean, join the military, that's fine. What are you going to war for? What are you going to war for? What does Iraq have to do with anything? What are you doing? So I would have been not because I'm not patriotic, but because I don't like stupid wars. Iraq was a mistake. There was no need. We had nothing to do with anything. In Afghanistan too, we had nothing to do with any of this stuff. And then we just go in, we suck them dry, and then we just leave. No. But if you want to, but the thing is, to love this country, that's mainly the one. Serving your country, the way the people think about it. The best way to serve your country is to vote, to be participatory, to understand what's going on, to read, to speak out, to join the cacophony of individuals. But America is dead, that we knew. Freedom of speech is dead. It doesn't exist. This is a new world I don't recognize anymore. It's complacent, it's fat, it's happy, it's otiose, it's lethargic, and it's got a bunch of people on the right, or the conservatives, who are big talkers, but they don't really do anything. They just talk a lot of crap. Oh, they went crazy with that Hunter Biden Laptop, wasn't that great? What? Oh, we got the laptop, man. They talk more about Barbie the movie than Hunter Thompson. Come on, stop it. I keep saying Hunter Thompson. Hunter Biden, stop it. Stop it. Listen, we can fix things eventually, but America right now sucks. The American people, I don't even recognize these people. Absolutely disconnected, comatose. Just whatever. We have to start from square one. You got a guy who won 81, you got the election by 81 million votes, and nobody says anything. The only time they show any kind of convergence of opinion and the like is when they're trashing Donald Trump. That's it. Then they come alive. Then there is another story. Yes! It's unbelievable. And there are more people who care about Barbie. I said this today. Somebody said, I don't care. Who cares? Where have you been? Don't you know what's going on with Barbie? Don't you know what's happening? The standoff between Trump and Joe Rogan. Come on. You know, I did a video on this. I think the world of Joe Rogan. I wish you'd say, I'm not going to have him on because they'll kill me. They will destroy me. Free speech. What are you talking about? I'm not going to do that. I'm making so much money now, I can't even believe it. And he deserves every penny. He's done a lot to reconfigure, re-coordinate, reimagine the notion of talk and commentary. But they told him last time. And they also told him, look, Joe, you don't understand something. There's a whole new world here, my friend. And we will shut you and shut down Spotify. We don't need your piddly whatever it is. Do you understand what the human rights campaign is? You know what CGI, what corporate equity indices are? They were going to destroy Anheuser-Busch, Target, Disney. You don't mean anything to us. You don't mean a damn thing to us. Spotify, pfft. And Spotify, whoever that dude is who owns Spotify, that was he Swedish or whatever, I don't know. This guy's got deals, international globalists. Oh, they would say, you do the right thing. Teach him a lesson. Okay, we'll take care of you later. One thing about the shadow government, they take care of you later on. But if you don't, and if you pitch a fit or you claim to put this guy on and we tell you not to, we will destroy you. We will alienate you. You won't be able to get a home equity loan when we get done with you. Play with us. Do it our way. Same thing for you, Joe. We'll let you, you know what, you want to talk about, underwater civilizations? Fine. You want to talk about stuff? Fine. Go ahead. Be cursing because have Joey Diaz on. Fine. Have Theo Von on and go ahead, knock yourself out. The brain trust of American comedic theater. Anybody you want. Talk about whatever you want. Anything. Hallucinogenics, licking frogs, whatever. Say F every 5 seconds. Not F yourself to death, literally in terms of verbally. Go ahead and do it. But don't you ever say anything but utter contempt. Because Trump is the guy that we fear. And nobody goes against us. You understand, Joe? You got it, Joe? You got it, tough guy? You got it? Oh, you may be good in the ring, and you may be good in Muay Thai or Muy Cansado or Muy whatever the hell it is. You know, WW or WC, whatever the hell it's called. Mixed martial arts, MMA, or ultimate fighting. You and Dana White, knock yourself out. And be careful when Trump comes to town. I don't know. I'm not even sure we want you even near him. Don't even. If ever you find out, because your boy Dana White likes him, don't get too near him. Don't get too near him. You understand that? We call the shots. We will destroy you. You will be a speed bump. Look what we did to Tucker Carlson. Just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. Sometimes you got to keep people in charge. Tucker is still floundering about. He's wasting too much time. He's losing his momentum. I told you that. Nobody wants to listen to me. I don't know what the purpose of that is. I still think if Tucker Carlson and Bobby Kennedy somehow, you know my dream, a third party, would destroy everything. I love the rebel. I love the fighter. I love the contrarian. I love these people. I love people who say, no, I'm doing it my way. No. I've loved people like Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash, who went up against Nashville, went up against the Grand Ole Opry, told Roy Acuff, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Roy Acuff said, you can't do that. The hell I can't. The hell I can. That was huge. Sometimes people need to be brought down. I love people with balls, people with huge elephantine, C.O. Jones, cojones, huevos, culiones. I love backbone and guts. And I like people who just say whatever it is. And that's why, come on, Joe, please. Come on. You love Trump. You would love Trump. You know it and I know it. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's intermediaries. Tell him I can't do it. Trump understands. Trump said, look, I've been on network. I was a #1 show for like 16 years. I understand how this thing is done. I dig it. I don't think Trump would say, oh, by the way, Joe and I talk. No. Because people love Trump. But there's no freedom of speech. And there's no patriotism. And there's no nothing. And 9/11, do you remember this was? Do you remember 9/11? Do you remember? Outside of where I lived, there was a little park, a little tiny park. It's not even a park. It was this little tiny little area. And there were people there who handed me a paper plate with a candle in it, and they handed it to me. They said, this is what we're doing. This is what we're all... We just stood there. Nobody said anything. Down 57th Street, I swear to God, from the Hudson River all the way to the east, straight down. Everybody stood out, and you could see people holding candles, standing in front of doors. It was the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life. Restaurateurs, people meeting, people bringing food and water and money, and anything you could do, people just opening their hearts up. It was the most beautiful thing anybody's ever seen. It was the most beautiful sense of commitment, irrespective of who was responsible. It was just, we're all in this together, brother. As a great Cam Fong, as Chin Ho said. I remember one time getting into a cab, and there was this guy who had this very nice sign. He says, I am a Sikh. I said, listen, just put, I am not an Arab, because Arabs had a hard time. Americans are so stupid. They see a headgear, headwear. They don't know who. I remember one time there was a group of people who protested in front of CBS on 57th Street, between 10th and 11th, right there. This one, and across from where 60 Minutes was, and they were walking, and people came out and they looked at them. I'll never forget that. They looked at these guys like, I wouldn't be doing this if I were you. People were just pissed off. I mean, just mad. And people were, and there wasn't anything, but a lot of people were grabbing signs or flags. It was wonderful. Those days are over. Now we'd grab a trans flag, and this whole business has just gotten out of control. And the women's soccer team not singing the national anthem. Nobody knows who the women's soccer team is unless somebody protests or takes it. Remember that Mia Hamm, or whatever, she took her top off and left it. I mean, that's it. Nobody cares. I'm sorry. Nobody cares. The only way we know anything about, let's face it, women's soccer, WNBA, is if the one gets arrested in Russia. By the way, is the Marine still there? We don't know. Remember that one? You don't hear about her anymore, do you? Whatever, Brittany Griner, remember her? Oh, they love to do that. We're not going to sing. Get the hell out of here. Nobody wants you. Nobody cares. Don't sing, whatever. It doesn't matter. Have you seen these, speaking of soccer, Lionel Messi in Miami? Did you see his home? His 9-story, whatever, this penthouse. He drives his car up to in an elevator. His car. And then there's Saudi Arabia wants to hire a guy for $1 billion for one season. This is nuts. And meanwhile, you got, what's her name? What is her name? The one with the purple hair? Who cares? Rapinoe. Wrap it up. Nobody cares. Don't sing, don't sing. But let me tell you what's going to happen. Americans right now, this pendulum is going to come back like a wrecking ball. And I am like getting radical, crazy pro-America to the point where I'm thinking, I don't know. It's weird to say, who are these people who represent this lunatic left? I don't know anybody. Left, whatever, who says, yeah, I want my grandkids to maybe one day show up and, hey, what's that scar across your chest? I had a mastectomy. Okay, well, as long as you're happy, make sure you get it done before puberty. I don't know anybody who thinks like that. Who are these people? I don't know anybody who wants to get rid of hot water heaters or pizza ovens or I don't know. I don't know where they are. Where are these people? I don't know anybody who thinks Carmelita Harris is good. I don't know anybody who thinks Joe Biden is terrific. I don't know anybody who doesn't see Karine Jean-Pierre and not just say, oh my God. I don't know anybody who thinks that Hunter Biden is not a lowlife scumbag. I don't know anybody who I don't know. I don't know. Do you know anybody? I don't know anybody. I don't know where. So how is this happening? We got Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, who wants to give not only health care to sex workers, hookers, and prostitutes, but dental care, free money for being a prostitute. Who is for this? Nobody. But it's happening. It's happening without any interruption. So let me ask you, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? I'm going to keep trying to tell everybody, please go out, vote, 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 vote. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. Vote, vote, vote. Get these people out. Bobby Kennedy, please support him. Please, please. Go third party. Tucker Carlson, the only reason I'm talking about him is that he's pulling people from the right into the middle. And Bobby's pulling people from the left into the middle. And that would be, it's not going to happen, but a third party, oh my God. We need new people, new blood, new ideas, new anti-war feelings and ideas and thoughts. That's what we need. That's what we need, my friends. Not this garbage. Not this absolute lunacy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying to you. You dig? Capiche? That's all I'm saying. And I feel sorry for young people today, don't you? Oh, dear God. Oh, can you imagine bringing up a kid now? Can you imagine bringing up a kid now? We have friends of ours who, they've got a son and daughter who are married and say, oh my God. Oh. We went to a baby shower there and they say, oh no. Oh no. This poor kid. And how many of you are noticing more weird kids today? How many have noticed weird? Something's not right. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Is this, oh, I don't know. I'll let people decide. This is a weird place and a weird time. It's so strange. And what are we talking about? Barbie. People are talking about Barbie. It's the biggest thing anybody's talking about. And the social engineering message of Barbie is something you cannot believe. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's Barbie. It's critical. And they're trying so desperately to make you think, hey, Hollywood's back. We don't need all those writers. And, oh, no, Hollywood's back. It's not back. I don't believe a word they say. I don't believe everybody now is pouring and saying, oh, I got to. Now, women, I do. Women wearing pink, going out, in a way is kind of nice. Somebody's been to the theater. But for this, do they even understand what this is about? I don't know. I don't know. You know what's sad? To see grown women act like little girls. Grown women in their 50s and 60s acting like teenagers. We're all going to go because we're hot. You're not hot. No, we're hot. We're going to wear pink. Oh, dear God. What is the matter with you? Oh, no, don't we look great? No, you don't. Oh, yes, we do. No, you don't. What are you doing? Oh, look, it's harmless. It's harmless. It's harmless. I understand it. But this is what people are. Half of these people who show up, who get ready with their pink, don't even vote. They don't understand what's happening. But listen, I'm a broken record. You're a broken record. We all are a broken record. Do you understand this? Do you understand this? It's something else. Somebody says, I wish I was a kid again. Not today. I wouldn't want to be a kid today. Would you? Would you want to be? You wouldn't recognize being a kid today. Before we were at our little store, little health food store, buying our items and provisions, and I ran into a woman, and I was listening to music. It was Disco Inferno. And she looks like roughly, I guess, from my generation. I think she was Jamaican or something. I said, now that's music. She says, oh, yeah. I said, that's music. I said, don't you remember that? He goes, yes. People loved it. Disco burn, baby, burn. Just, okay, it was corny, it was schlocky, it was great. It was fun. And today it's, what exactly? I don't know. No, I do not want to be a kid today. No way. Not interested. If we had children today, they would never go outside. They'd be homeschooled. They wouldn't. I don't know how they'd socialize. I wouldn't let them near a school. Wouldn't let them near a school. But anyway, I'm preaching to the choir. So the bottom line is this, my friends: if 9/11 were today, would Americans show patriotism? No. Number two, can we blame Joe Rogan? Of course not. But why is he doing? Because he doesn't want to. They told him, we will kill your career. You have Trump on, you're dead. You're finished. Ain't gonna happen. We destroyed Anheuser-Busch. We'll do you. You're nothing. You're nothing. Joe's okay, I got it. I'm smart enough. I got that. And thirdly, there is no freedom of speech. Lose this crazy idea. Stop with this freedom of speech. And stop talking about truth. Whose truth? Yours, mine, his? That word doesn't mean anything. And by the way, if you're interested, my dear friend, two things I'm going to say. That's the private channel. That's where I get to talk about stuff that they don't let me talk about. And in addition, our great friends, and I still love this dude, the great people at MyPillow.com. Right now, you know they've got a MyPillow 20th anniversary limited edition. $19.98. Think about this. They've got queen size and king size. $19.98. Towels, save 25%. The overstock sale. The My Mattress topper. That's like getting a brand new mattress. Roll and go anywhere My Pillows. Children Bible story pillows. I love that. Mattresses, blanket, everything. MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel. Those are great people. And they told old Mike, you can't say that. Well, he did. And he's fighting furiously. Like they told Bobby Kennedy, you can't speak here at the Ethical Culture. Get out! Get out, you! We got to support the people who support free speech. And understand that, listen, I don't want you to take the wrong idea about Joe. Joe Rogan, I think, is so talented. But we know what it is. That's all I'm saying. We know what it is. That's all. That's simple. All right, dear and great and glorious friends, you have a wonderful and a day and time. We will talk with you mañana. Same bad time, same bad channel. And until then, remember, don't ever forget these words. The monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Da-da. What's new?